You haven't really talked about it on First Take this week. It's like, okay, we're just talking about all these other things. That's a huge deal. What Patrick Mahomes is doing is ridiculous. Yes, did he have to force it this year? Yes, a little bit, but that's because his defense was giving up touchdowns after touchdowns after touchdowns. So to stay in the big games, especially even to start the year against Cleveland, he did force it a little bit. But you could see him rally, understand a little bit what he was doing. Now he's changing it a little bit. He's still under control, and he's still probably the most dangerous quarterback in the NFL.
You know what, Tim? I love you, man. Sometimes I don't know what to do with you. Sometimes you just it's like if you ever watch The Honeymooners, it's like you're gone. You're just gone, Tim. You're all right, Ralph Cramson, you're gone. It doesn't make any sense.
I think why you get upset is because sometimes the truth hurts, Stephen A.
No, it's not the truth, Tim. It's not the truth, Tim Tebow. It makes no sense. Patrick Mahomes, underappreciated. We recognize the greatness of this dude, time.
What are you talking about? All year, you've talked down about the Chiefs, and I've supported them. Listen, we can get all of the producers to throw up the clips, okay?
Okay.
All year.
Yes, we can.
All year.
May I speak? May I speak? Man, are you being rude and interrupting me? Is that what you're doing? Now you're being rude and interrupting me.
Go ahead, Stephen A.
There we go. All right, thank you very much. Here's the deal, Tim. They lose to Baltimore. They lose to the Chargers. But they got blown out by Buffalo, blown out by Tennessee when they only scored 3 points. And he went through a slew of games where he threw more interceptions over a few weeks than he threw all of last season because he only had 6 interceptions last season. So when that happened, we obviously said, yo, what the hell's going on? This is not the Patrick Mahomes we know and love. But this is the problem, and this is what I'm getting on you about, because it's a bigger picture. Tim, I don't know if you know this, but you know, I kind of watch soap operas, you know. I'm a General Hospital guy.
Wait, do you
I don't have that much free time, and I don't like all that drama. Okay, well, Stephen A.
Because I'm working. I'm working.
Do you watch them, or are you on
My character's name is Britt.
That honestly explains a lot.
That's right. Stay with me. Stay with me. My character's name is Britt. I'm a surveillance expert for the mob. I have a recurring role on General Hospital, and I'm actually going out there next month to film a few scenes in the middle of December. My point to you is this. There's a story that has to be told. Even if you sense that you may know the outcome, you still must tell the story. And athletes like yourself and others always have a problem with people telling the stories. You want us to go to the finish line. No, we got to look at you and go like this. Hey, right now, this is what's going on. This is how you look. And when you look better, we give it to you. If you look worse, we bring that up. But telling the story is not underappreciating somebody. It's telling the story because that is what the people want. I thought you were a man of the people. You're supposed to know this stuff, Tim.
Hey, Stephen A., I am a man of the people, and I like telling real stories, not soap operas, all right? This isn't Days of Our Lives, okay? This is actually the truth. We want to look at how good people are. And when you're comparing Patrick Mahomes and his more interceptions than last year, what you're comparing him against is his past greatness. And so to be able to dilute his greatness now, but that's underappreciating him, right? Even though he's not as good as he was the last few years, he's still one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. And he hasn't been talked about like that. He is still one of the best.
Get on him, Sam. Talk some sense into Tim Tebow.
Whose side are you on right now, Sam?
Well, Tim, I'll say this. It's not that Patrick Mahomes is being underappreciated. It's just that we expect more out of him. Like, we expect more out of Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes has been great and consistently great, but this year he slipped up. 25 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. This year he's throwing the ball to the other team. This year it's not just the defense that was playing bad. It's also Patrick Mahomes that was playing bad. It's not just the defense that needed to be better. Patrick Mahomes needed to be better. And so it's not that he's underappreciated by any stretch of the imagination. We actually appreciate him more than most, and that's why we're holding him to this higher standard. If it was anybody else, any other quarterback, name 15, 20 other quarterbacks, they wouldn't even be having this conversation. But we know who Patrick Mahomes not only is, but we know what he has been. And so we're saying, Pat, you need to be better. We're holding you to your standard of being the best quarterback, an MVP, Super Bowl champion. That's what we expect out of you. And so, yes, we don't underappreciate him. If anything, we overappreciate him. We're in awe of his greatness, in awe of his ability to roll out of the pocket and throw the ball left-handed, in awe of his ability just to make magic happen. And this year, for whatever reason, Patrick Mahomes has not been making magic happen. What we've been saying is, Pat, we need you to do what you did last week and make that magic happen. 400 yards, 5 touchdowns. That's amazing, but we expect that. We can't have you go back to being a normal human being. We need you to be Superman.
I know, but my point is when you expect that to happen, it's like almost like what you're doing should be normal. It's not normal. When he rolls out, when he breaks tackles, when he throws it 60 yards, that's crazy. It's what he's done the last few years is ridiculous. So to say, because he forced it a little bit, because still second in the league with TDs. I know he's forced it with 10 interceptions, but it's like you're expecting him. What do you want at 50 touchdowns and 6 interceptions? It's almost you're holding him to a standard that is just crazy. What he's done is ridiculous.
That's the standard that he's created for himself. And so it's not like it's crazy. That's Patrick Mahomes. It's not like that. That's who he is. That is the standard that he set.
When he drops to the level of other quarterbacks, we can't say he's below them. You have to say, okay, like he's still one of the top 5, but he hasn't played up to his best.
But
that's what I mean by underappreciating.
Check this out, my dog, Tim Tebow. You know about greatness. You understand greatness, right? You've won Heisman. You've won national championships.
And Sam, don't forget, he won Heisman, he won championships, and he was also a damn winner when it came to speeches, motivational speeches with expectation that people didn't live up to. And he said, I promise you, it'll never happen again. That was Tim Tebow that said that.
By the way, Stephen A. Smith, he still is. He still knows what the standard is. So when you go into a speech and you have a standard, you know what to expect, right? I get it, the standard. And you perform below that standard, no one's undervaluing you. They're saying, oh, man, like I expected better. In college, when you said, man, I'm going to take my team and we're never going to lose another game, and you didn't lose it wasn't crazy. That was just Tim Tebow. And so what we're expecting from Patrick Mahomes, it's not crazy. It's not nuts. It is Patrick Mahomes. And so when you see you throwing these 2 interceptions one game, then 2 the next game, then 1 again, then 2, it's like something's wrong. Something's wrong, right? And now all of a sudden, what he did last week is what we are to expect. And so undervalued is not the word we should be using.
Underappreciated.
Or underappreciated, none of that. We actually appreciate all of his greatness, and that's why we are so surprised that he looks human.
Tim just being sensitive. That's what that is. Tim Tebow's being sensitive. That's what that's about. That's what that's about. Okay? Stop it. Nobody underappreciated Patrick Mahomes.
Hey, listen, all right. I just Amazoned that hat for you for next week, all right, Stephen
yes. Amazon Prime, my best friend. Thank you, Tim. We needed some levity there.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.